You've heard of the vision board, right? You know, where you collect a bunch of drool-worthy images showing whatever it is that you want to be, do, or have in your life, and then you create a collage by hand or digitally. A vision board can also be a really great tool for trying to teach a kid or a teen how to sustain motivation while trying to meet a savings goal, such as how to save up an iPhone as a teenager. But not just any vision board will do. I want to share one of my favorite money saving tips for kids with you, highlighted in my 57 action steps to get your kiddo saving more money today, and that's going to be linked into in the comments. It's reverse engineering a vision board so that your teen reveals a piece of an image of their goal each time they set a certain amount of money aside for it. Let's get started. Step number 1 is to help your kiddo come up with a savings goal. The first thing that you're going to need is an actual savings goal, just one. And I know that is so difficult to get a child in this particular moment in time to just have one savings goal that they want. But don't stop here. I've got a one-page guide that will help your child dreamstorm all their savings goals. Then, and here's the important part, narrow it down to the one that's going to yield the quickest win. Because if they can meet their savings goal quickly, then they'll be much more likely to come back to the goal setting line again and again. That document is linked to below. And that mama bear is worth its weight in gold. Step number 2, figure out how much it costs your kiddo. The next step is going to come up with a target savings goal amount, the amount of money it's going to cost to be able to purchase what they want to be, do, or have. I'm going to use the iPhone as an example. As it turns out, quite a few tweens and teens are actually curious about how to save up for an iPhone as a kid. In order to price my target savings goal amount, I need to conduct a little research. So for me, this means I'm going to look in store to see if there are any upcoming promotions that could be a better deal than purchasing online. Look online to price shop a few places, such as at Virgin Mobile, versus purchasing from the Apple Store directly. Try out price shopping for different variations in models, colors, storage, space, that sort of thing. Look into buying options that will be cheaper, such as buying pre-certified or a pre-loved phone with some sort of warranty at a fraction of the original cost. And then after I gather all of this info, I'm going to settle on the option that I want, and this will answer how much is my target savings goal amount. In my case, it's going to be $374.99. This would be for an iPhone 6S through Virgin Mobile, in case you're wondering. Step number 3, we need to create an engaging, vibrant vision board. You want to help your teen create their own vision board. They can do this online, but they'll need to print it out and have it in front of them for the purposes of this money saving tip. So you're going to help them search Google Images for images of what they want to be, do, or have, and you can also help them use an image intense search engine like Pinterest. Perhaps they can use some magazines lying around. Maybe they just want one image of what they want to embody on their entire vision board, or maybe they want many. It doesn't really matter. Let them have full creative reign. And step 4 is we're going to reverse engineer by taking Post-it notes. You're going to help them do a little bit of math to figure out how much each Post-it note real estate is going to be worth on the board. And you want to take into account how much their target savings goal amount is for and how much space they have on their vision board to cover. So take a look at the vision board I created, the one with the little wonky figure here, and I decided to value each Post-it note as $25, which is $374.99 divided by 25. I'm going to need 15 Post-it notes. If I valued each Post-it note at $5, then I would need 74 Post-it notes. So you got to do what makes sense as far as how much their target savings goal is for. For example, if your teen's target savings goal amount is $200 and you're working off of a vision board that's the size of a regular 8x11 paper, then you might want to make each Post-it note worth $25. That way you would need to post just 8 Post-it notes all together to cover the page. Whichever amount you choose, write it out on each Post-it note and cover your board in a single layer. Do a quick calculation at the end to make sure that the entire target savings goal amount has been covered. And then now, so step number 5, as your teen sets around this amount of money, they get to pluck away part of the vision board as well as the Post-it note to reveal what it is that they want. For example, if I set aside $50 this month, to go towards my iPhone, then I get to pluck away 2 Post-it notes, which is going to reveal the image of what I'm trying to do. You can even make a note on one of the Post-it notes to keep track of how much more you need to save in order to pluck it off. So say I can only put $10 away this week, I would put a note that I need $15 more to be able to pluck off one of these Post-it notes. Reverse engineering a vision board is kind of addicting, so don't be surprised if you try this out for yourself. And in the meantime, your teen or kiddo will be working towards both what they want and an invaluable money lesson of how to save up for their purchases instead of going into debt to buy them. Not to mention a lesson in goal setting and how important visualizations can be. It's a money win-win.